Here is Odeleke Mufi for reporting for Wisdom Yard Television. Dino Melaye discredits Wiki and G5 for articles election loss. Graduate jailed for impersonating US soldier, internet scam. Soldier nabbed for alleged drug trafficking in Lagos. Former Kogi West Senator Dino Melaye has dismissed the relevance of the Nyesom Wike-led G5 group in the recently concluded presidential election, stating that they cannot take the credit for the defeat of the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. The G5 group, comprising of Governors Wike, Okezi Ikpeazu, Samuel Ortom, Seyi Makinde, and Ifeanyi, had withdrawn their support for the PDP at the national level after the outcome of the presidential primary in May 2022. It was predicted that they would be relevant to PDP's loss. Melaye tweeted that Wike's assistance to the All Progressives Congress (APC) during the presidential election was only through thuggery. According to him, the G5 governors had no significant impact in the election and could not take credit for Atiku's defeat, considering they were unable to secure their Senate seats. He also added that Wike's contribution to the APC vote in Rivers was limited to thuggery and the coercion of INEC officials. Apparently, none of the G5 governors with senatorial bids emerged victorious. Justice Ramon Oshode of the Ikeja Special Offences Court on Tuesday convicted and sentenced a psychology student, Paul Odogun, to 2 years imprisonment for impersonating a United States military officer and engaging in an internet love scam. The verdict was handed down to Dogun sequel to his plea bargain to an amended charge of impersonation. The judge said the convict should serve the jail term at the Kirikiri Correctional Center. Justice Oshodi said, "I am listening to you and your lawyers' allocates, but I do not agree that your guilty plea is timing." The judge said the convict should serve the jail term at the Kirikiri Correctional Center. Justice Oshodi said, "I have listened to you and your lawyers' allocates, but I do not agree that your guilty plea is timing. The only reason I am inclined to grant no custodial is because I can see you are remorseful. I hereby sentence you to 2 years imprisonment." Oshodi also ordered that the convict should serve his jail term or pay a fine of 3 million naira. The judge ordered that the convict's laptop and his 3 other phones which were retrieved from him during the trial should be forfeited to the federal government. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission had arraigned Dogo in 2022 on the 2 counts of possession of fraudulent documents and impersonation, and he pleaded not guilty to the charge. According to the EFCC Council, the offence contravenes Section 380 of the Criminal Laws of Lagos State 2015. The EFCC Counsel, Mr. Audu Damwa, called on one witness during the trial and the prosecution closed its case. However, the defendant changed his plea when the case was called on Monday for him to open his defense. In the review of facts by the prosecution, the defendant identified as one Gabi Makel and his victim's name was Catherine Merge. He confessed to have downloaded the pictures of a military officer from Google and sent a friend request to various white women. Earlier, the convict in his plea for mercy begged the court for leniency, adding that he had made a mistake and was ashamed of the act. The defense counsel, Mr. Nathaniel Ojobo, in his allocutors and prayed the court to grant the defendant no considered sentencing, adding that the defendant was a first-time offender. A 49-year-old soldier, Olanrewaju Lawal, has been arraigned before a federal high court in Lagos State for alleged trafficking of tramadol and other illicit drugs in the state. Lawal, who was arraigned before Justice Akintayo Aloko, is facing 6 counts bordering on conspiracy and unlawfully engaging in the transportation of the banned substances. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency's prosecutor Lambert Noor, who is the head of NDLEA's Legal and Prosecution Department of Lagos State Command, told the court that the defendants and others now at large have been operating a drug trafficking organization since September 15, 2022 till January 12, 2023, when he was arrested at Agbo Palace Way, Okota, Lagos State. Noor told the court that the defendant was arrested with high volumes of the banned substances, including tramadol hydrochloride 250 mg weighing 223.65 kilograms, tramadol hydrochloride 225 mg weighing 28.40 kilograms, Rimagabli weighing 169.4 kilograms, and codeine-based syrup weighing 1,469 liters. He further told the court that all the banned drugs were listed as designated by the United Nations Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs 1961 and its protocol and the Convention Against Illicit Traffic in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances 1988. According to the prosecutor, the offence committed contravenes sections 14B and 11B of the NDLEA Act Cap N30, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. However, the defendant pleaded not guilty to the charge preferred against him. Here are the headlines again. Dino Melaye discredits Wiki and G5 for Atiku's election loss. Graduate jailed for impersonating US soldier internet scam. Soldier nabbed for alleged drug trafficking in Lagos State. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Odele Kimufin. Follow.